Howdy, Villordsutch here, and I've just found a load of my old Star Trek stuff in a very dusty place, in very dusty boxes, and I have to clean a lot of it off. If anybody follows me on Facebook, places like that, who have seen what I've found, there's also some more stuff and some stuff missing that the wife says it's quite possibly in some more boxes, so hopefully I'll find that soon. However, what I did find was my Starbase 93 convention pack. It's the only Star Trek convention I ever attended, and James Doohan, Mr. Scott, was there. Mr. Scott was one of my favourite characters growing up as a kid because of my Scottish heritage. I attended it, and this is the pack you were given when you. I also got some things signed. What I'm going to do is going to show you what's in the welcome pack for Starbase 93. There's my name, by the way, to prove it is mine. That's what he was given on the door. I'll show you what was given to you when you walk through the door. I've got a couple of things that was signed by James Doohan on the day. He was a very nice person, by the way, James Doohan. He's walked around the hotel just saying hello to everybody. He was brilliant. And I've got a picture of me as well with James Doohan, so I'll try and find that and put it through the video partway through. So I'll turn the camera around. I'll show you what was in the welcome pack for Starbase 93 in case you go back in time and want to attend it. And you can see what we got. So stay right there. Right, Starbase 93, let's have a look what's in it. We have the main guide, I'll look at that in a minute. Starbase 93, what's on Friday, 29th of January 1993. What's on Saturday. Have your photograph taken with James Doohan. Look at that, 3 medium fries at Brigade Leeds. Another 3 medium fries that never cashed those in. Do you think they're still standing? Oh no. Valid until the 1st of February 1993. Crap. What's this? A free dessert for 1p. Where's that at? Pizza Land. They still standing. Valid until the 20th of Feb 1993. Crap. Starbase 93 convention video. Why not have a permanent reminder of your weekend? £11.50. Postage and packing. That's not bad, that. And maps to the venue, because where was it at? I can't remember where it was at. It was in Leeds. We had the map. Oh, it was in the Hilton Hotel. It was in the Hilton Hotel, if I remember right. Because we had the maps from the station, and then we have the map from the station. Oh look, all important. McDonald's. Pizza Land. So that's what was in the pack. Maps, video, discount for dessert at Pizza Land. Oh, hang on, I just noticed. And starter, tits. I should have cashed those in. Medium fries. Photo of James Doohan. How much was a photo of James Doohan? Only £5. And £10 for 5x7 and 10x8. Your photograph and negative will be sent to you as soon as possible by the post. That's really cool, isn't it? Considering what the price of photos is now. But like I said, James Doohan was fantastic. You just walk around the convention. In all honesty, and not besmirching Starbase 93, you didn't need to pay that. Because he was just be in the lobby, or was it, we call it reception, don't we? See that, I went American then. He'll be doing the reception or in the lift or in a corridor or at the bar, and he'll just have a picture taken with you. You just stop, say hello, and he'll just have a picture taken with you. Right, let's have a look at the What's On guides. Well, I'll look at the main programme, sorry, first. Dedicated to the memory of Eric Lewis. His contribution to Star Trek fandom is form of retcon conventions will long be remembered. Here's the people responsible for Starbase 93. John Field. I think I've seen him before. Obviously in this magazine. But I think he used to be at Llangollen Doctor Who Centre. He used to dress up as Colin Baker, if I remember rightly. So Carol Luby. Where's Carol? Carol's over there. There she is. Mike Mullen, there's Mike. Graham Myers, where's Graham? Must be there. Michael Rochell. Apologies, Michael. Paul Thwaite. There's Paul. So they were in charge of putting it all together, and it was ace, if I remember rightly. What's in here? I can't remember what's in here. First time was Guide to the Conventions. Like the stewards and the dealers' rooms. Convention information. Guests were white. Weekend residents gold. We were weekend residents. We had a room in the hotel. Though loads of us stayed in one hotel room. It's like a room for two, shared by 5. Auctions. I never went to the auction. Didn't go to the disco as well, if I remember rightly. I was 18, but I didn't do discos. Starbase 93. Where was the picture of Deep Space Nine? There's no Deep Space Nine people there. Now, James Doohan was definitely there. Promo shot. Anne Page. Overweight. How rude. Don't describe yourself like that, Anne. Overaged and over the top. Age 42. Overaged? I'm that myself now. And believes the answer to everything is to stay an adolescent at heart. Began attending Star Trek conventions at the age of 1976. Fucking heck. Chaz Evans joined CIC Video International. Oh, so he's in charge of getting all the videos out. Honestly, no offence to Anne and Chaz, never went to see your talks. Again, it wasn't a besmirching of you. I just went to see Scotty's. This is the Star Trek Next Gen crew. What's on? Misfits of Science, She-Wolf of London, Mystery Science Theatre, Forever Night, Highlander the TV series, X-Men, Young Indie, Monster That Changed the World, Quantum Leap, and War of the Worlds, Max Headroom. Max Headroom was brilliant. Beauty and the Beast, Outer Limits. The hotel details. And I think this is just, yeah, where to find stuff. It was excellent because it wasn't a big place. It was all compact. You was bumping into Klingons and everybody else just walking around. It was fantastic. There's the original crew, obviously. That means Avery Brooks definitely wasn't there. Adverts from St. Gemma's Hospice. From St. John's Ambulance. Leeds Starfleet. Star Trek Fan Club. Wonder if they still meet. If you still meet Leeds Starfleet at Century House, let us know. Starfleet Command Quadrant 2 at Guildford. What's that? Is that Rochelle? Yeah, Rochelle Graphics. They're quite good, those. All drawings are plotted only to order. Did they do those by hand? Plotted on white vellum. If they do those by hand, they're brilliant. First British Star Trek Club, Star Trek Next Generation Convention at a Hilton Hotel in Leeds, England in September. Wonder what that was like. Wonder who went. Guest talks. Doesn't say who was attending, no, does it? Lightspeed, 1993. Moments in Time by Pat Mitchell, an adult Star Trek Next Generation zine of short stories. I wonder what that is. Pat Mitchell from Halifax. Brothers Keeper. Reprinted at last popular demand Ultimate Hurt Conference story featuring Kirk and Spock. What, does anybody know what Brothers Keeper is? By Pat Mitchell. Beauty and the Beast fan club. If you recognise any of these things here, please let me know. Odyssey 7. Why did that ring a bell? Oxford Road, Manchester. That's probably why it rings a bell. And the Corn Exchange in Manchester. Yes. I recognise that. I remember going positive I've been to Odyssey 7 when it was in the Corn Exchange, which it's not anymore. Let's go over here. What's that? Osset. What's this? Star Trek. Join the crew of Wakefield Starfleet. Osset Community Centre. Wonder if Wakefield Starfleet are still there. Are you still there, Wakefield Starfleet? And thank yous. And that's what was the full programme. Right. Next Friday, what's on? It's only slim, as you can see. Main Hall, 5th season, next phase, The Excellent in Light, Time Zero, Realm of Fear, Man of the People. These are all on VHS, by the way. They were all on VHS. They were, let's just say, some of these VHS copies. I remember sitting in, being extremely tired and just wandering up with hotel biscuits and sitting in these odd these rooms, which were just meeting rooms, and just watching back-to-back Star Trek. Redemption, 5th and 4th season, you can see. Conundrum, Power Play, FX, Cause and Effect. Cause and Effect, that was the first time I saw Cause and Effect at 11 o'clock at night, and it blew me away. You walk in and the Enterprise explodes. It's like, what just happened? Friday, let's get you British sci-fi, UFO, Blake 7, Red Dwarf. You've got some, you got Mirror Mirror there. She-Wolf, Alien Nation, Close Encounters, they're not British sci-fi. Auctions and badges. Remember to wear your badge at all time. Legs will be broken. And information on the dealer's rooms. Saturday, it's Tiswas Day. Main Hall, Schisms, guest talk from Dr. Jack Cohen, True Q, guest talk, and Page, Fistful of Datas, Relics, guest talk from James Doohan. I spoke to James Doohan about Relics. Emissary, Star Trek bloopers, close for setup, fancy dressing disco, didn't attend a disco, don't do discos. Neville Suite, more shows I went to watch, and Danby Suite, obviously I went to watch Max Headroom. All the way down, oh my god. I see Akira there, I've never watched Akira without falling asleep. Don't get me wrong, it's brilliant until I fall asleep. And that's it. And that was Saturday. Obviously we've got James Doohan, Get Bits Taken, 3 fries, and the maps. Now what I'm going to do is show you what I've got signed here. So I'll just take it out ever so carefully. I'll take a better picture because it'll probably get some glare on it. Now this is my Starbase 25th anniversary edition. A few autographs on this. Right in the middle, you've got Leonard Nimoy. Top right, you've got Sylvester McCoy, and you've got John Nathan Turner on the bottom right. But the one that obviously I want to show you is across the deflected disc of the Enterprise, which is James Doohan, which I got him to sign. I've also got, because as I said, I spoke to him about Relics after I watched it, I've also got the paperback version of Relics, signed by James Doohan, right across the title as well, which I spoke to him about and got him to sign the book straight afterwards. And this is a picture of me stood next to James Doohan, and as you can see I look quite cross, but trust me, when I had this picture taken I was smiling my head off, and God only knows why it looks like that. And that is it. But last but not least, I have to say, I have to show you this, what I also found. This is what this is a picture I painted because I used to have a shrine to Trek. This is a picture I painted when I was 15 years old. I used to be on like the top of my shrine to Trek in my bedroom. So I just thought I'd show you that. I hope you enjoyed looking at the Starbase 93 program. If you attended Starbase 93 as well, let me know. And if you enjoyed it, let me know as well. Anyway, I'm off. So, TTF everybody. Ta-ta for now. Cheerio and bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.